Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. While I wait for people to get here, I'm gonna drink some coffee. Good morning, good morning. Let me know if you're here. Let me see. Good morning. I see a couple people have joined. So let me know if you're here. Down in the forest, hello, good morning. I love that screen name. Good morning, good morning. Welcome in. My name's Catherine. We're going to be doing a meditation this morning. I'm just going to wait a little bit for some of my regulars to get in. Good morning, Lizbeth. Welcome, welcome. Let me check something really quick here, guys. Good morning, Maria. Welcome, welcome. I think I might have just gotten a text, but I don't know how to check it without getting out of the live. So hopefully everyone can chat today. I had some technical difficulties last week where a couple people weren't able to chat. So hello, Mario, welcome in. Hello, Christy, welcome in. Oh yeah, I was running a little late, so sorry about that, Maria. So thank you. We're gonna do a little meditation today. For those of you that are new, if you want to stick around. Yeah, I was just, being slow and lazy on a Sunday, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh my God, I need to go live like right now, but I also need to pour coffee. So I'm here. Thank you, Christy, for always doing that. I know Mama was here last week, but she wasn't able to chat for whatever reason. So I'm hoping that this week that she can chat. I might need someone to be a moderator in the future because there's just a lot of comments on YouTube, more than there was on Instagram. And some of them are odd over here. So that might be something I do in the future, is need a moderator, someone that can block out those weird comments. Carly, hello. Christy's back. Okay, good. We'll get started probably here pretty soon. Thank you. So just giving it another minute or two and then we'll start the meditation. So in the meantime, whoever is staying for the meditation, if you want to gather up any props or tools that you might need to make yourself the most comfortable. Yeah, for sure, Christy. For sure. So I might need someone to volunteer um, to moderate at some point. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Hello, Janice or Janice. It might be Janice or Janice. I've heard it pronounced both ways, so sorry if I got it wrong. Yeah, there's always a lot of that to start with, but they tend to filter out as we go along. So anyway, if you guys want to gather up any props or tools for meditation, so that could be blocks, blankets, pillows, bolsters, a meditation cushion, chair, or you can even do this from bed if you would like, if that feels really comfortable and nourishing. Do whatever feels good to you today. And then feel free to light any candles or burn incense or diffuse or use an oil roller. Sometimes essential oils like lavender can really help us tap into that more relaxed space. Or if you'd like to use palm stones, or if you'd like to play any light frequency music in the background. I don't do that because I'm scared it's gonna mess with the sound. So feel free to do that in your background so that you have some soft music if you would like that. And then any other aids that you might like for meditation, go ahead and grab those now. I think I have 8 people in here. So hopefully everybody that was going to come for meditation is here. So I'll give you just a moment just to gather anything you need, get somewhat settled in. We're going to do a little bit of movement to start. And I do generally recommend you do this seated first. But if you're already lying down and you're already comfortable, then you don't need to get up. Just stay there. And you can do some movements from the floor or from your bed. You'll just have to modify them a little bit to work for you where you are laying. So if you haven't already laid down though, we're gonna start by rocking the hips, just finding the sit bones. Finding the sit bones, kind of rocking back and forth, finding a little bit of elongation in the spine. Maybe a broadening across the chest. So keep rocking. You can also do little circles if that feels really good. Sometimes that does feel nice. Get the fascia moving in the morning. Just a little gentle movement before we settle into stillness. And if you didn't know, the reason why yoga was invented was for meditation. It was to help aid those that wanted to meditate a long time, to get their bodies in a way that they could meditate for a long time without pain. So maybe that's new to you, maybe that's not. So just little circles, and when that feels kind of complete, sometimes to just shake, see what else feels like it needs a little work. And then we can do some little gentle twists. And I'm going to keep my gaze down at the floor, but you can also gaze behind your shoulder if that feels good. And just hold that for a little bit. It doesn't need to be the biggest expression ever. And then we'll switch sides. And I'm using the back of my bolster to kind of help, but you can also tent the hands and use them behind you if your hand doesn't easily drop to the floor, which mine doesn't because I'm not a super flexible person. So if you're in a chair, you can kind of use the back of the chair. There's lots of options here. If you're laying on the floor, you can just kind of drop the legs to one side, the gaze to the other. And then roll forward. Again, check in, see how that feels. And then let's do some little side bends with breath. So really inhaling into all these little baby ribs. Inhale. And then exhale, come up. Inhale. And exhale, come up. And we'll just keep switching like that for a little bit. Inhaling and exhaling. And if it feels good, you can gaze up at your hand. If it doesn't, you can keep the gaze down. Let's do one more. And exhale. And then a couple little cat and cows. So inhaling, coming forward, exhale, rounding in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And when that feels pretty good, check in again. And then we'll do shoulders. So you can roll the shoulders back and down. And if it feels good to you, you can switch the direction and roll forward. That doesn't feel good to me, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep rolling back. And then neck, we have some options here. So you can roll side to side, or you can roll all the way around. Just make sure you do so very, very slowly, very mindfully. We're not trying to whip the head around. Very slowly. So, and then just make sure you switch the direction at some point. Hi, Kara. Welcome in. I loved your video that you sent me today. Thank you. And then the other option is to just stay in place, holding, moving forward, moving to the other side, holding. So some options there for the neck, because different things feel good for different people on the neck. The neck is a very tender place. So good to see everyone in here. We all had to make the transition over to YouTube. So happy to see you all today. And then any other movement that you might need before settling in, go ahead and take that now. I'll take a sip of coffee while you do that. Sometimes just kind of shaking out feels good before you settle in. And then when all of that movement feels complete, and if you haven't already, you can close down the eyes, or you can find a soft gaze out in front of you. And then some options for your hands. They can be down for feeling a little more inward, a little more grounding. They can be up for receiving and feeling a little more open. I think for today's meditation, for creating space and expansiveness within, I'm going to be painting a scene inside. I would say the receiving position would be good. But that said, I want you to always choose what feels right and feels good for you in the moment. And you know what your body needs more than anyone else does. So really tap into that place where you trust whatever it is that your body needs. And then once you're in a comfortable position, you found some length in the spine, you found that broadening across the shoulders, you found where you want your hands. Start to connect to the breath. Really hone in, bring your attention there. And just bring the attention to how the breath is moving in and out of your body, in and out of your lungs. We're not judging or changing the breath at this time. We're just checking in, observing. And then we'll take 3 deep inhales on 6 through the nose. And then we'll do a cleansing breath out, just a big exhale out the mouth. So exhaling to begin, getting ready to receive the breath. And then inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold at the top. And then exhale it all out, big cleansing breath. See if you can land. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold at the top. Big sigh, big exhale out. See if you can really land again. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold at the top. And then exhale it all out through the mouth. See if you can land even further. Feel really rooted and connected to the earth below. See if you can let go a little further for now. And come back to the natural rhythm of your breath. Just feeling the ebbs and flows. Should feel a lot like ocean waves. And we'll do a little body scan just to release as much unwanted lingering tension as possible in the body. So starting at the bottom, we'll start with the feet, the bottoms of the feet. See if you can let that go. The tops of the feet, all of the toes, the ankles, the lower legs, the upper legs, both sides, the hips, the hip creases, the pelvic floor, the pelvis, the lower abdominals, the upper abdominals, the entire stomach, the entire low back, the upper back, the mid back, the chest, all the way up to the shoulders, letting your shoulders relax, the upper arms, the lower arms, the tops of the hands, the palm, all the fingers, and then back up to the shoulders, the back of the neck, the front of the neck, the throat, the back of the head, wrapping around the sides of the head, the crown of the head, down to the forehead, the eyebrows, the cheeks, the jaw, the eyes, tongue, mouth, jaw again, and throat. See if you can let go of as much tension as possible for now. And then we'll come back to the breath again. Just your natural rhythm one more time. Checking in with yourself. Asking, how do you feel at this moment? Really aim to be that quiet observer of your breath, your life force, or in yoga we call it prana. And remember that anytime your mind wanders, that you can always come back to the breath to ground and center you. And remember that the mind wandering during meditation is completely normal. So anytime you need to bring yourself back to the present moment, begin with the breath. So going into our visualization, I want you to imagine yourself as a blank canvas. You have all the brushes or colored pencils or watercolor or any other artistic aids to draw, paint, sketch. So maybe you see yourself gathering up those things, or maybe they're already there. And then see a smaller version of yourself kind of portaled into your heart space, that space between in the middle of your chest. You see yourself taking in the expansive space around you to create whatever things that you want to bring into existence. You feel like the possibilities are limitless and that there is always space for more. There's always another brush stroke that can be added, another color, another shape. And the things that you want to bring in could be physical, emotional, metaphysical, or otherwise. So take a moment to think about the things that you want to draw in. And once you bring to mind the things you're wanting to bring into your life, see yourself starting to paint or draw those things on your inner canvas or heart space sanctuary. You add all the beautiful colors and textures. You make your heart space a beautiful safe haven where you're allowed to dream as big and bold as you would like. This space is just for you. And continue to paint until you have covered everything that you wish to call into your life at this time. With a knowing that you're allowed to come back to your inner haven as often as you would like, or as often as you would need, and as often as you would like to change or add to your inner canvas. You're always allowed to change. You're always allowed to grow. You're always allowed to take away, to give more, to add more. So when all that painting is complete, you can take a look around, take it all in. Think of this place as your inner temple or inner vision board, a place you can go anytime you need to start to manifest and dream from a fresh perspective and fresh canvas. And then you can repeat these affirmations aloud or silently. I am a work of art that I am allowed to change, take away from, or add to at any time. I am a work of art that I am allowed to change, take away from, or add to at any time. I feel safe and at home in my inner sanctuary. I feel safe and at home in my inner sanctuary. I have the power to call in all the things I want and desire in my life. I have the power to call in all the things I want and desire in my life. My inner canvas is full of wonder and big, expansive visions. My inner canvas is full of wonder and big, expansive visions. I am allowed to dream as big and bold as I desire. I am allowed to dream as big and bold as I desire. I am safe to call in my dreams and desires in my inner temple anytime. I am safe to call in my dreams and desires in my inner temple anytime. I am a beautiful, creative, expansive, and powerful work of art. I am a beautiful, creative, expansive, and powerful work of art. And feel free to repeat any of the affirmations that really resonated with you, or you can add your own. And I'll give you a few moments to do so. And then, as always, you're welcome to stay in meditation longer, or we'll start grounding and making our way out of meditation slowly together. So bringing the attention back to the breath. How do you feel now? We'll take 3 deep breaths together. We're going to inhale on 7 through the nose and exhale slowly on 7 through the nose. So exhaling, getting ready to receive the breath, and then inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And bring your focus back to the normal rhythm of your breath. Bringing that attention there one last time. We'll start to gently wake up the body with very gentle movements. So wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles, maybe rocking the hips really gently side to side, rolling the shoulders back and down, rocking the head gently side to side. Any other super gentle movements that just help you come back in. You can flutter the eyes open or you can keep them closed for this part. We'll take 3 more breaths together with some movement. So sweeping the arms out, reaching up overhead, palms come to touch. Exhale, bring it down to heart center. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Palms come to touch overhead, really taking in everything from this practice, bringing it into your day, bringing it into your week. Exhale, bring it down to heart center. Last one, really biggest expression. Palms come to touch overhead, and then exhale, bring that down, seal it at heart center. May you take all that you receive from your practice today and take it with you throughout your day, throughout your week ahead. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. I love you all so dearly. And if you're new here, my name is Catherine, and I am here for you. I am a Yin and Restorative Yoga Guide, meditation guide, voice teacher and coach, and singer-songwriter. So I wear a lot of hats, and I am so happy you're here, and I'm so happy that you took time for yourself to check in with your inner sanctuary, your inner self. Thank you for being here. And now we are on to our card pulling section of the live. So if you would like cards, let me know. I'm still in the moment deciding which cards I want to pull from. So oh, don't you love swallowing wrong? Okay, let's see. I think I want this one today. I think I want these. Okay, I think I've decided. So let's see. Oh, yay, everybody wants cards. Okay, cool. So we're gonna use the affirmation cards for women. I know these are backwards, but I'm still gonna show them. Magical Spirit Oracle. And the Angel Numbers deck. And then I might throw runes too, but we'll see how I feel. There isn't, Kara, and that is something that bothers me. Because, you know, before I could, like, if people weren't commenting, I could say, hey, you know, I see you're in here. Do you want a card? And I could offer things, but I can't do that on YouTube because, yeah, it's hidden from me who's in here. Unless you're commenting. So, yeah, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. Okay, let's see. So Christy is first, so we'll get Christy. It came out right away, Christy. Okay. What does Christy need today? Love that I have a lot of you in here today. Yay for that. I'm glad you guys made your way over from Instagram. I'm still a little bummed that they kicked me from there, but it's not bad over here. I just have those like beginning moments where there's like a lot of weirdos. A lot of spammy people, but they tend to go away pretty quickly because I just ignore them. They don't get the attention they want, they leave. So. Okay, Christy. So your first card, let me scroll down. Make sure I'm not missing. Kinda, you can tap on the crown in the left corner. Oh yeah, figuring out together. Yeah, it's definitely different. It's not like horribly different for me just going live, but like I still can't figure out how to block people when they're being weird. Like I can silence them. There's a button for that, but I haven't been able to figure out how I can actually just block them. So I'll have to like look into that when I have time. But for now, I just silence them and then we don't have to see their comments. So that's for the weird people though. Like I know last week Mama was at so I don't know if she's here today or not, but she couldn't comment and I don't know why she wouldn't be able to comment. So I don't know what's going on with that, but if anybody has any insight, let me know if there's a setting or something that I need to change. I looked through all of that, but you know, there's always new stuff that, you know, I miss. So anyway, Christy, your cards say, when your thoughts start to race, breathe in fully, look deeper. Peace is waiting for you there. I love that. I know it's backwards, but I just like to show the artwork. When your thoughts start to race, breathe in fully, look deeper. Peace is waiting for you there. That's beautiful. And then 208, gratitude everywhere. Challenge yourself to be thankful. There is always something to be grateful for, no matter how dire the present circumstances may seem. Your angels challenge you to focus on gratitude. Out loud right now, recite a list of what you are grateful for today. Nothing is too inconsequential to include. I love that. I like keeping a little gratitude journal. because it is nice to just list, you know, like, I don't know, 1 to 5 things a day that you're like, I'm grateful for this, even if I'm in a crappy mood. And then you got Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, redemption. You are so brave to keep on you are so brave to keep on going the way you do. Oh my gosh, I love this card. How beautiful. Just kind of looking into a portal. I love that. Let's read about it. The Forbidden Forest, bravery, persistence, redemption, resurrection. The affirmation spell is I am healing and redeeming the lost parts of my soul. Oh, I love that for you. The brave one, she who persists, even when her heart is aching and when she feels she cannot make it through this day. She has traveled long and deep and grown tired, and rightfully so, in that dark and forbidden forest. The place, it is said, where you might not survive. The place they say that if you go to, you must return to it again to retrieve your soul. This card represents the hero who chooses to continue on their journey, not half-heartedly, but with devotion and reverence. That part of the journey that nearly causes you to lose your soul or something essential to your being for good, and then having it return to revive it. And then having to return to revive it, sorry. Doing the same hard thing not once but twice is not easy to do. Even if it's just reimagining it in our head and heart, it still activates the same old wounds, pain, and stories. The brave one recognizes that to go on as her fullest and highest self, she must return to the forbidden forest to retrieve and resurrect her soul. Ooh, sounds like shadow work to me. This means facing the dragon, taming it, and eventually befriending it. If she does this successfully, she will unlock greater power, magic, and healing within. It will be a redemption and become a significant point in her journey. Pulling the Forbidden Forest card can be a positive affirmation that you are in the active process of this journey, that you are indeed being brave like the hero. You are earning the inner and outer gifts you so rightly deserve. Alternatively, this card can be a sign that you may need to return to the Forbidden Forest to heal, retrieve, or resurrect something of yours. If there's anything you have been suppressing or resisting, you may be at a point where it's time. Even if you need to ask others for help, that is brave too. Every hero needs an ally. Manifestation enhancers. This may be a good time to do a journal session, self-guided meditation with instrumental music in the background. We did that. Or even seek counsel with a loved one or therapist if you feel called. Imagine returning to the Forbidden Forest to retrieve and heal a lost piece of yourself. Visualize it in detail. Walking through the woods, what do you find there? A messenger, a wound, your soul, a memory, your higher self? Allow your inner visions to manifest through you. Ask your spirit guides or ancestors for insights. That's beautiful. I love that. I love that. I hope that those resonated, Christy. And I am going to throw runes. So we'll see what rune you get. So you got Wunjo. Show you. Kind of looks like a little pointy P. Wunjo, which means joy, pleasure, belonging, kindred, prosperity. Love that. just leave this little guide out for myself. I do not have the runes memorized. Okay, so I hope that resonated. I needed that so good. Thank you. You're so welcome. And let's see who's next. Who's next? Christy, and then Down in the Forest is next. Down in the Forest, do you want me to call you something else, or do you just want me to use your screen name? It's okay either way. If you'd like me to call you by your given name, I would like to do that. So let me know, but I'm gonna pull your cards now. And then we've got Kara after that. Or no, sorry, then we have Maria after that, and then Kara. So Down in the Forest, Maria, and Kara. I think I can remember that. The runes are fast too, you know, like I don't have to read like a huge long explanation. So Down in the Forest, let's see what else you need. Looks like that. Ooh, okay. What does Down in the Forest need? There we go. Okay. All right, so Down in the Forest, you got, I choose to see my life through a lens of gratitude. I choose to see my life through a lens of gratitude. I love that. We've got a lot of gratitude themes today. And then we've got 635, stagnant. Life grows in the peaceful moments. Your angels know that life has felt stagnant lately, but that doesn't mean nothing is happening behind the scenes. Sit for 1 minute where you can feel undisturbed. Focus on your breathing, trying to be as connected to your own self as possible. When the minute is up, notice how you have mindfully changed, even in that short, seemingly uneventful stretch of time. Oh, I love that. Love, love, love. Okay. And then potential and possibility. Reach out to the potential that is calling you. Future, highest self, quantum. I love these cards. They're just so, so pretty. Okay, let's read about that. I get that card a lot. Do you have the same deck? I love this. I love this deck. So that seems like a confirmation if you're pulling that card a lot for yourself. So that's neat. I love that. So potential and possibility, future reality, highest self, quantum. Affirmation spell, I am quantum leaping into my highest reality. The world, the quantum traveler. You are at a point where it's possible to lean into your higher reality. There are infinite potentials and parallel realities all happening at once. Which one are you living? Which are you creating? What are you attracting? Ooh, this goes really well with our meditation today too. How interesting. Break the cycle of mundane repetition and settling into dissatisfaction. If there is something you feel drawn to, is there someone you admire who you'd like to emulate? Those feelings are pointing you to where your highest reality is. Even if you feel jealous of someone or something, this shows that your true potential could be. Pay attention and don't judge the feeling as negative. It is your guide. You are capable of tuning into the quantum realm and manifesting a best case scenario. The world is at your feet. Destiny is in the palm of your hand, and you are a co creator with the universe, regardless of what is happening in the world and as chaotic as it may seem. You are a powerful extension of divine consciousness, here to play, evolve, and enjoy life. Your mission is no different in the spiritual realm. Your soul has been evolving, so too are the lives you've been living. Attune your energy like the antenna to the channel of your desired reality. Your soul has brought you here to live one of your fullest lives ever. And then the manifestation enhancer says, use meditation to tune into the field of pure potentiality. Practice the feeling of your desired reality as if you were already living it, especially just after you wake up. Look into meditation, sitting and walking by Dr. Joe Dispenza, or listen to subconscious reprogramming affirmations by Jess Shepherd, Rising Higher Meditations on YouTube, while you're sleeping. In your present life, find moments every day to indulge in the things you want more of. Appreciate yourself for all the unique beauty you already have. Celebrate yourself every time you accomplish something that you are proud of, small as it may be, even if it is just having a peaceful day. Love expands life. Appreciation expands your expression of self. Gratitude creates abundance all around you. Fall in love with your life, now and in the future. Ooh, love. Very powerful. And then you got Manez. Manez. I think you can see it. It's kind of like an M with like little extra crosses. And this is humanity, intelligence, awareness, society, learning. So I hope that resonated with you. And down in the forest, if you're on Instagram and you would like to message me, I can send you a picture of these cards after the live. And I'm at Catherine Lynn Sings on Instagram. So if you would like a picture of these, sometimes it's nice to have them to look at a little bit later. Something sparks something and you're like, ooh, let me go back and look at that. So if you would like that, just message me over there so that I know who to connect them with. So, okay. I hope that resonated. You're welcome. And who's next? It's Maria next, I believe. Maria and then Kara. Very welcome. Thank you for being here. Let's see what Maria needs today. What does Maria need to hear today? You guys, look how this one landed. It's like stuck into my leg crease. That's how it landed. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Spirit's funny sometimes. All right, what does Maria need from our maybe not that many. What does Maria need today? Right? Oh gosh, that's so funny. Okay. All right. Okay, Maria. So we've got my home is full of love and kindness. And then the one that was in my leg crease was when I accept myself as I am better able to grow into who I am made to be. When I accept myself as I am better able to grow into who I am made to be. So my home is full of love and kindness, and when I accept myself as I am better able to grow into who I am made to be. So you got 2 of those. And then you got 701, angelic company. You are being protected. Your angels see the struggle you are undergoing presently, and they want you to feel their loving presence supporting you. Call upon them to show themselves to you in signs and messages today, and in love and compassion of those around you. Ask them to show you their love now, and believe it when you see it. Love that. Love that. And then you got give to the mind and it gives back. The mind, inspiration, mood, cycle. So pretty. Very pretty. Okay, let's read about that. The mind, inspiration, mood, cycle, reciprocity. Affirmation spell. I take care of my mind and it takes care of me. The scientist, mental clarity, brain power and peace. If we want to brighten the mind, then we must feed it light. The mind is a delicate and ironically powerful center. It is fragile in the sense that it wants its owner to be gentle and kind to its needs. Only then can it be awakened, and only then can it be an awakened and healthy force. To be strong, the mind must be nourished in ways that best suits it. Not every mind has the same mental appetite. It must be treated with reciprocity and respect. We cannot expect so much from it when we are not giving it something of equal value in return. The mind card is about mental health, creative stimulation, inspiration, and thoughtfulness. The artist must create. The scientist must experiment. The monk must meditate. The shaman must chant. The explorer must explore. We all have pieces of these archetypes within us. There is a cycle of inspiration. We must nurture them, or the artist will get depressed. The scientist will go stark raving mad. The monk lose their peace. The shaman's connection with the spirit weakened, and so on. Without the proper nutrients, they cannot flow or grow. Pulling the mind card can also be a positive omen that a bright, creative, and intelligent time is coming. That you have been putting all of this into practice, and your mind is sparkling and brimming with mental growth, new ideas, and clarity. This can be a time of stimulating momentum and strokes of brilliance in your life. Take advantage of it and continue to treat your mind with the utmost respect and love. And then the manifestation enhancer is what works for your unique mind. What would you like more of from it? And what will you feed your mind more? And what will you feed your mind for more of it? Write down a list to remember and stick to it. Ask yourself what helps and what hinders. You may already know, but haven't been acting upon it. Or you may want to experiment more. The mind holds so much potential if we learn what's best for it. Wow, I love that. Because it's so true. Everybody's mind is so different. We all have different ways of taking care of ourselves too. And it's really, I feel like, very important to find those. Oh, I love this one. So you got Fehu, wealth, luck, abundance, energy, fertility. Love that. Love that. So I hope that those resonated. Yes, indeed, powerful message. I'm so glad that it resonated. And we've got Kara, and then I think that that's everyone then. Let me know if I missed anybody, you guys. I might scroll back after Kara just to make sure I didn't miss anyone, but oop. Oh my. Doja flew out. We love that one. Okay. Just Kara need today. Thank you, it did. So glad. You're so welcome, everybody. Gosh, these are so hard to... Ooh. And let's see what else Kara needs today. I love that. Okay. Okay. All right, Kara, you got 2 affirmations. You got today negative thoughts will not be welcome. Today negative thoughts will not be welcome. No, they're not. I mean, sometimes they're necessary, right? We can't just be all love and light all the time. But today we can just go and dance and have fun and relax or do whatever we want to do. Some days it's good to let all that other stuff go. And this one says there's beauty in the waiting, in the becoming, in the hard stretching seasons of growth. I love that. That is so true. There's beauty in the waiting, in the becoming, in the hard stretching seasons of growth. Kind of that caterpillar to butterfly analogy, metaphor. 154, personal journey. Valuable lessons have been learned. Wow, yours are tying together really nicely. Your angels are proud of your personal journey of self-truth and personal responsibility. This journey is a result of your choosing to learn valuable lessons from past mistakes. Write a list of what you have changed in your life since learning a valuable lesson. 154. Yay, love that. And then this beautiful card, the Seeker. All-seeing eye, spirit, release. Could you surrender just a little bit more? Her third eye is opening up. All that beautiful sparkles coming down from the heavens. Love, 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 love. Okay, let's read about that one. 36. The seeker, all-seeing eye, spirit, release, analytical. Affirmation spell, I surrender to the divine. The third eye does not look in order to see. Instead, it feels and knows. It is the most mystical of all spiritual symbols and is the seeker of our world, the part of us that brings us to higher understandings and connects us with the divine, if we allow it to. The seeker archetype is the cloaked being who can travel between realms, the one who uncovers universal magic and mysteries, the finder of Atlantis and the sea, the opener of ancient books, even when the world tells them not to. They travel to forbidden and uncharted lands when others are too fearful to do so. Ironically, our human nature and our own two eyes can often get in the way of our seeking. Part of our learning to see with our third eye is actually to close our own, to get out of our own way of boxed in thinking, rationalizing, and overanalyzing. Reason and logic are not what carry us to magical realms. It is surrendering to spirit and quieting our minds so we can open up to the mysterious. The one who learns to see does it by using their third eye connection with spirit. Notice the goddess in the artwork is crying. She cries tears of awe and wonder at what she is seeing. Her third eye, wide open and looking towards the heavens, is symbolic of the heightened understandings and awakenings that we are capable of receiving. A release, the tears flowing downwards, allows for the rise, the third eye seeing upwards. Observe how the goddess becomes the horizon. She is the rising sun with a renewed sense of optimism for life. The sun is within her mouth, as though she will speak, express, or sing about her powerful experience. That surrendering and releasing rather than controlling and consuming was how she achieved it. She asks you, could you surrender just a bit more? And then the manifestation enhancer. It would be wise to continue practicing the release of yourself to spirit. The best way to activate your third eye is to get your mind out of the way. Let yourself get carried away within the magic of every present moment. Try to get through a whole day of not judging, forcing, or overanalyzing anything. If you pay attention, you will be surprised by how much you do. Spirit would rush in if only it had the room to. That's so good. Yes, goosebumps. That's so good. I love that for you, Kara. Very much so. And then, before I forget, you also got Isa. Isa is stillness, self-control, focus, stability, stasis. So that goes really well with that card as well. Yeah, some really powerful cards. I mean, I feel like it always is, but it's pretty spot on today. You're so welcome. I'm hoping that resonated. And I hope you guys liked the rune throwing. I wish you could like see it happening, but you can hear it. It's like last week's page turning ASMR. It's like the rune throwing ASMR. So I've been liking doing that for myself because they're just quick little messages. And I do have longer explanations of what they are too, but sometimes I just like the shortened version just to see how it goes with the other cards and not look super deep into it, you know? So anyway, I think I got everyone. I mean, there's only 4 people in here and I read 4 cards, 4 sets of cards, so I think that's everyone. Hopefully everyone could comment today. I don't know if Mama was here or not today, but I hope that if she was, she maybe just popped out. Point this down a little bit. Is that better? Oh, point the camera down for the throwing. Yeah. Maybe I need to do that next time. Yeah, I gotcha. I was like, hey, do I look crazy? I mean, don't answer that, but what will be the ASMR next Sunday? I don't know. Well, you will come up with something. So yeah, that way you guys could kind of see. I mean, because you can see when the cards are popping out, so that's pretty nice. Yes, Lisbeth, I can definitely do a reading for you. No problem. So let's see. Let's grab Lisbeth some cards. And then if you would like, anyone that's new to me, if you would like me to send pictures of the cards and pictures of the kind of explanation afterwards, please message me over on Instagram at Catherine Lynn Sings. And I'm happy to take some pictures of them and send them back to you. But I just need you to message me first so I know how to find you. And if not, you can just take it now and take it with you. You don't have to do that. Oop. Okay. I just dropped like all of them. Whoa. Like all of them are wanting to pop out. Maybe just one. Maybe just one today. Okay. Okay, Lisbeth. These twists and turns may be leading me down a path that looks differently than I imagined, but I can still find peace here. Love that. These twists and turns may be leading me down a path that looks differently than I imagined, but I can still find peace here. And I know they're backwards, but I just like to show artwork, so. Okay, And then you got 800 spiritual downloads. Prepare for new knowledge. This is an alert from your guides. Your angels are indicating that you will be receiving new information in the form of realizations, wisdom, and emotions. Sit in meditation and focus your energy on opening your crown chakra, the top of the head, in preparation for this divine light. Picture a loving light flowing into you with ease through the top of your head into your entire being. And I actually have some meditations here on YouTube for connection to intuition, and they're free. So if you'd like to do any of those, they're there for you. Okay. And then we've got growing pains, healing, patience, unconscious. It's a process. This is beautiful too. She also, her third eye looks kind of sleepy. But there's still the beautiful sparkles coming down from the heavens. Love. So pretty. Okay. Let's read about that. 19. Growing pains, healing, patience, unconscious, self-awareness. Affirmation spells, I trust in the process of my healing. The healer, the garden that tends itself, the therapist. You seek to be awakened. You seek to be an awakened one in your family. This isn't always easy, as it involves taking on larger responsibility and role in your lineage. You are seeking something more fulfilling, truthful, and of the heart. This requires patience with your psyche and security within your soul. By living intentionally and choosing to be conscious of the choices you make, you are activating transformation at a DNA level. This can be felt at a collective consciousness level as well. This is powerful work. Your ancestors are so proud to have passed the torch down to you. You've done so much already, far more than you know. Pulling the growing pains card invites you to employ more patience with yourself on your healing journey. You are unlearning and undoing generations of toxic patterns and beliefs. Aren't we all? This will naturally be challenging, uncomfortable, and even painful at times. This is why they are called growing pains. They are a necessary part of healing. This card also wants to remind you that you were chosen for this path. Your soul chose this mission of healing for you. This is your initiation. This is what walking through the fire looks like so you may reach that peaceful, abundant valley. Be proud of yourself and continue to do your best as you find your way. Celebrate small victories, like when you set boundaries or are less reactive or break a toxic trait or don't repeat the poison of the past. This is the work, and you have accepted your mission, whether you've realized it or not. Manifestation Enhancer. Get your journal and write out a small or big ways in which you have already healed yourself. Give yourself the recognition you deserve. Love yourself for all the times you chose to do better, even when nobody was watching or patting you on the back for it, even when your family or friends don't see all that you have overcome. Instead, see yourself. You are a chosen healer. So I hope that that resonated, and I'll show you your rune as well. You got, let's see, where is it? Ehwaz. So it looks like an M. Teamwork, trust, harmony, marriage, loyalty. Like the trust and harmony with your cards. Trusting is important in the healing process. So I hope that resonated. I hope that was helpful. And if you would like me to send pictures of your cards, just message me over on Instagram. So I hope that was helpful. It looks like most people have maybe moved on. It looks like there's 2 people left in here. So I don't know who's still here, but thank you all for being here today. If there's anybody else that's hanging out that would like a reading, just let me know. I'll wait a second. I'll drink some coffee. In the meantime, you guys can tell me what you're doing today. Do you have any plans? Is there anything fun that you're doing? I have 0 plans, and that's lovely. I had a busy week, so you're so welcome, Maria. You're so welcome, Christy. So I hope you guys have a great day, whatever you're doing. Yeah, I'm looking forward to just relaxing, and I didn't sleep well the night before last. I think it was because the new moon. It's like a really powerful one, and I think I just could not sleep. So I slept well last night, but I was dreaming a lot of weird dreams. I need to like think about those today and be like, what were those about? A lot of spiders in my dreams. I actually like spiders, but I don't know why I was dreaming so much about spiders. It's so interesting. I have a vet appointment for my kitty Phoebe at noon, but that's it. Oh, a vet appointment on a Sunday. Wow. I'm not used to vet places being open on the weekends. That's cool though. I had a hard time sleeping last night, but when I did, I also had really crazy dreams. I wish I had written them down, but I didn't have time this morning to sit and write. So I hope I can kind of remember, but I know one, I was like in Australia and there was all of these like new spiders to me, like a lot of poisonous ones and stuff. So it's like dreaming about that, and then I was kind of back home and there's a spider like watching me in my bathroom and I was just talking to it, which is something that I do. If there's some place, out of the way, I just let them live here. I don't care. I'm like, you just have to stay over there. Like, just don't bite me in my sleep is all I ask of spiders, Mine is Banfield. They're only open until 4 on Sundays. Okay. Is that through like Petco or PetSmart? I'm used to going to like smaller vet places that they're only open Monday through Friday sort of thing. I'm the same, yeah. So I hope you guys are doing something relaxing or something fun. It's Sunday, so it's always a nice reset day. And as for meditations, does anybody have anything that they're working on that you would like me to write the next meditation about? If you have any ideas, drop them, because as much as I like it coming to me and then I just kind of make one, and a lot of times it's what you guys need, which is cool that it works out that way. I also like to just hear from you guys what you're needing and maybe what type of meditation you'd like me to work on. So if you'd like a gratitude one or a one for connection to intuition, we've done a ton of those, but I can always recycle an old one too for Sunday morning meditations, but I've been trying to just write new ones each week as much as possible. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for that, let me know. You can either type it now, or you can always message me over on Instagram and let me know if there's something in particular that you've been feeling like you need a little help with, and I can try to tailor make something. It is, but like at the same time it's not. It's weird. It's like there are weeks where like I'm not feeling as connected to writing. Um but then I sit down and do it, and it probably takes me 20 minutes to half an hour. Um if that. Sometimes it's less. This week it didn't take me very long. This wasn't a super long one or a super involved one, so it didn't take that long to write it, but it just depends on the week and what I'm trying to accomplish within the meditation. Then I have to really think about, okay, how do I want this to tie together and work? But I like this one today. It made my imagination wild. Yeah, that's what I was feeling like. I just wanted something that felt bright and bold and expansive, like the title. So really being able to let your imagination dream and have fun. That's the idea, because we're told so much in our society to play small and be smaller and dream smaller and small, small, small. And so it's nice to be able to go inward and dream as big as you want and have that space there to do that and to play, right? To be able to play. So that's part of creativity. I wish I could actually paint. That's something I wish I could do, but I'm not an artist in that way at all. I can draw 4 things and they're all really silly looking. So that's not one of my gifts, but that's okay. I still enjoy other people's art. So anyway, if you guys think of anything that you'd like me to write for next week, otherwise I'm sure something will come to me. But just always feel free to message me about that. If you're like, I'm really struggling with grief, or I'm struggling with anxiety, or I'm struggling with connecting, to my inner voice, to my intuition, I can kind of tailor it to you. And since we have a pretty small group coming for the most part, most weeks, it's easy enough to do that. So yeah. So I think with that, if you guys ever have those ideas or those needs, just let me know, because I do really like to, this time is for you guys. So I just want to be able to give back, and this is how I can do it, because these are things I can do. So yeah. So I think that's that. I'll stop blathering, and I think I'm gonna go and make some tea after I finish this coffee, and heat up some food and relax. I think that's what I'm going to do. So thank you all so much for being here. I really love being here with you all and spending time together and meditating together, and reading some cards for you is always so, so fun. So you too, Christy. Love you so much. I hope Kitty has a good vet visit. And I love you guys so, so much. Please have a great week. And if you need anything, you know where to find me over on Instagram. So much love. Talk to you guys soon. See you soon. See you next week. Love you. Bye. Yes, Lisbeth, go make some tea. It's the best. All right. Love you all. Bye.